Hi guys, like I mentioned in previous video, this diagram we want to achieve. So in order to do that, I'm looking for a network solution. So if you go through this documentation again, you definitely see that we are comparing between networking. So this one is definitely mentioned that this is very simple to use. You can just install it and it use existing etcd cluster that you install, so which is very good. So if you talk about network layers, uh, you actually care about uh, mostly you care about layer 3 network, so we care about um, um, you know how the network will transfer to one another. So video part here is not really, yeah, it's actually the IP address that you have. So you talk about which IP address you want to forward the IP to, I think. So it's really important to really talking about IP address and IPsec in this term. So networking is really important, and and it's the lower layer is actually data frame link. So you can think of that like a way to how deep you can navigate the your network, digital your traffic. So let's talk about Calico really quick. So it said the funnel is simple choice, but Calico is for performance, flexibility, and powers. So it has everything, very powerful. And you not only talk about the connectivity between host and pod, you also talk about the network security and administration. So and the point that is the plugin is wrapped within CNI framework. So you know the CNI, right? Uh, so CNI is about uh, container network interface. So yeah, so it's actually really important to have it fully supported by Kubernetes. So to apply it, yeah, you can just apply a single administration file, a manifest file. So yeah, Calico does not use an overlay network, so it's very different. You can still shoot from Flannel. Calico they use BGP routing, and that's interesting. And yeah, so it does not need to warp through a shallow or an op encapsulation. So they're moving the packet directly. Uh, so that's a good different offer, like this is said. But the side effect is that it will cause a troubleshoot, conventional troubleshooting when network arise and impact the choice significant. Okay, that makes sense. With Calico, the standard debugging tool have access to the same information they would in simple and make it easier to wide range of developer and understanding the behavior. So Calico is well known for its advanced network feature, network policy. Okay, that's good. is most sought after communities in action. We can also integrate with ISO or service mesh to interpret and enforce police workload within cluster, both at the service mesh layer and network infrastructure layer. This means that you can configure a powerful rule describing how a pod should be able to send and accept traffic, improving the security and control over your network environment. Project Calico is a good choice for environment that support this requirement. And when performance and features like network and security policy are important. Additionally, Calico offers commercial support as the Calico Enterprise, Calico Cloud. In the general, it's a good choice when you want to be able to control network utility to configure is one and forgetting about it. Okay, so there's actually an ebook for it. I think I think it's actually good to go to the ebook again in the future. Like Tiger Calcutta. Yeah, I actually interested in how Kubernetes manage their security and networks. So let's go with it. So another thing I want to do now, we understand that it gives BGP. I'm not sure how they make some kind of that happening. Yeah. Actually, let's go in the next video talking about the the BGP peering and stuff like that. Actually, the documentation is very straightforward. For what? Okay. So we actually have the node selector and things like that uh, to note the rack. So yeah, let's talk about all this configuration networking. Before we go into deep into the installation, I really want to go to their feature and functionality first, and 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 I know all of this documentation actually really interesting to go through, and we also know there's a different way um, install this one in Kubernetes. And yeah, let's go into this detail in next video. Okay, yeah, in this next video.